Alumni Association and proud member of the great Temple Law School class of 1987. I wish to extend to you our wholehearted congratulations on passing the Pennsylvania Bar exam and your admission to the Pennsylvania Bar. That is awesome. On behalf of Temple Law School and Temple Law Alumni Association, we are so proud of you, and we know your family, friends, and professors are too. We know and understand all of the hard work and dedication it took for you to get to this point, as well as the relief. As I mentioned in my videotaped congratulatory message to you for your graduation, you are a very special class with true grit and resilience. And upon passing the Pennsylvania bar exam under these remote, challenging circumstances in the midst of a global pandemic, you have exemplified the Temple University motto of perseverance conquers. I applaud you all. Even though it's not the same as being together in our usual venue of City Hall, I am thrilled that we have adapted to Zoom and are carrying on with this important special TLAA tradition for our newest alumni. Also looking on the bright side, we didn't have to worry about the snow. I view this as such an exciting platform and springboard for you in your life. I believe that the world is open to you with this indispensable law degree from Temple Law School. If you have certain goals, see an opportunity, or identify a need, I encourage you to go for it. When I was sworn in and standing in your shoes many years ago, I recall it being one of the happiest days of my life. At that time, I never dreamed that I would be TLAA president, surrounded by the dean and esteemed judges who tell me to call them by their first names, and other dear friends whom I have met through TLAA. I said yes to many opportunities and searched for and met many challenges. It's been quite a journey, and it continues. I encourage you to say yes, keep learning and growing, and be open, professional, ethical, diligent, and persistent. Always remember and be grateful to Temple Law School, and have some fun too. That's where we come in. Welcome to the TLAA. You are now members. Your membership is free for your first year of out of law school, and then it's $20 per year for the next 2 years, and then $45 after that. And I believe it's a real bargain. We hope that you will get involved with TLAA and stay involved. You probably know that the TLAA sponsored and supported many scholarships and events while you were in law school, including the spin auction, symposiums, Ben Levy Scholarship, graduation awards, and the Student Emergency Fund. As a member of TLAA, your opportunities to attend CLEs and network with and be mentored by judges, practicing attorneys, and other graduates at happy hours, basketball game receptions, service projects, and other interesting and fun events are immense. I thank dedicated Karen Schiffman, chair of the TLAA Bar Admissions Ceremony Committee, for working with me and Temple Law School to ensure the success of this happy occasion. The amazing Alora Canty of the Temple Law Alumni Office for all of her hard work and support, and this impressive panel of judges, the Honorable Judge Woods-Skipper and the Honorable Christopher Mallios, who will all provide valuable comments and insights, and of all of whom I am fortunate to have on my TLAA Executive Committee, and you will get to know. I also thank TLAA President-elect Vanessa McGrath, who will read your name soon. And that's the moment you've all been waiting for. And of course, our wonderful Dean Greg Mandel, Temple Provost Joanne Epps, and professors in attendance. I am very grateful to all of you. At this time, I am very pleased to introduce someone who needs no introduction, our Temple Law School Dean, Dean Mandel. Enjoy this day, good luck and best wishes, stay safe and well, and again, congratulations and welcome to the TLAA. I hope to see you in person soon. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Dottie. Thanks for that wonderful introduction to our ceremony today. And also thank you for all that you do for the law school community. Good afternoon, everyone, and to the members of the Temple Law Alumni Association who helped to organize today's events, and to those who stepped away from what you were otherwise doing today, thank you. We tell our students that the Temple Law alumni community is broad and deep and always here for them, and you are proving that today. To our class of 2020, on behalf of the Temple Law School faculty and community, congratulations. We are excited and proud to no longer call you our students, but now our colleagues. Today represents one of the best features of the Temple Law community, its eagerness to welcome and support and claim each of the new members as its own. While this year, of course, requires us to pause our tradition of gathering in City Hall, I know that the alumni community is very excited to meet you when it's safe to do so in person, and is committed to and will be committed to your success. Thanks are due as well to the members of the Temple Law faculty who worked hard to support you in completing your legal education and in preparing for the bar, preparing you for and then for your taking of the bar under extremely challenging conditions, more challenging conditions than anyone has had to face. And I also want to thank our colleague, Provost Joanne Epps, for her leadership and for finding time to join us today. Most significantly, though, I want to thank all of you, our newest alumni. Ultimately, it was your hard work, your perseverance, and your commitment that made today possible. We are all really delighted by your success. Often I find myself in speaking to new graduates to invite them to reflect on how much the world has changed in the time since they began their legal studies, right? It's a time to reflect upon the magnitude of their accomplishment and to look back over the 3 or 4 year period and take stock of all they have achieved over that time. This year, when we've all seen our world turned upside down, that exercise feels almost a little bit quaint. What you have accomplished in the last year alone is really astonishing. You've been steadfast through struggle, through success. You have demonstrated remarkable perseverance, patience, creativity, agility, and resolve, all qualities that are marks of the best of our profession and our Temple Law community. Thank you for being all that we saw in you several years ago when we admitted you, and even more. I have only a few minutes to address you today, so let me share with you 3 brief thoughts. The first is to savor this moment. Many traditions, whether religious or secular, mark the moment when we cross thresholds in our lives with ceremonies like the one that we're going to observe shortly. And there's a reason for that. It's an opportunity to be fully present in a so-called Janus moment, a moment when we both look back to the past and forward to the future, to acknowledge everything that has happened to bring us here and everything that is now possible as we cross that threshold. The hard work of law school, the grueling process of preparing for and then taking the delayed, the uncertain, the replanned bar exam, all of that is behind you now. Your career and all the potential and possibility that it holds lies ahead. Savor this moment for the meaning it brings. Second, hold fast to joy, especially now when worry may often seem closer at hand in our lives. You are becoming Temple lawyers at a really crucial time, a time when the world needs your skills and your passion, your leadership, and your commitment to the rule of law more than ever. This is perhaps now as true as it has been in the memories of any of the people who are here. But in your zealous pursuit of both service and success, do not leave behind joy. Now more than ever, make sure you hold fast to that which sustains you and let it carry you forward in the work that lies before us. Third, you belong here, right? There's a reason you are here, and it's because our community and our profession need you. Your perspective, experience, talents, and even your challenges are essential for moving our profession and the nation forward. I know we have great cause for optimism about the future because I know you. I believe that you have what it takes to help us increase justice, to remedy inequality, and to give greater voice to the silenced. There are many ways to serve the cause of justice, and it will be up to you to identify and pursue yours. Whether that path is clear to you today or not, your readiness to travel it is clear to us. You are Temple lawyers. We know that you have what it takes. You're part of a Temple law community that desires your success and will stand ready with you to help you achieve it. You have earned membership in this community, and I encourage you to embrace all that the membership includes. Stay in touch, and I mean both with each other and with us. Reach out when you need help or if you need help, and give back when you can. Be yourself and be part of something that is larger than yourselves. Our profession and you will both be better for it. As part of the Temple Law community and on behalf of the faculty, I offer you now my most enthusiastic congratulations on becoming Temple lawyers, and I welcome you with joy and deep pride as colleagues and friends. And to that end, let's proceed with our ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce to you two wonderful friends and graduates of Temple Law School, the Honorable Sheila Woods-Skipper and the Honorable Christopher Mallios. We talk a lot at Temple about lawyers and advocates as advocates and problem solvers, whether those problems impact an individual client, the community, a city, or even a country. And we need look no further than Judge Woods-Skipper or Judge Mallios for powerful examples of what we can accomplish when we approach legal practice this way. Few lawyers have been more committed to finding solutions for the problems they encounter than Judge Woods-Skipper. She was unanimously elected to serve as the President Judge of the Court of Common Pleas of the First Judicial District of Pennsylvania in November 2013 and completed that term in 2018. Judge Woods-Skipper also served as chair of the First Judicial District's Administrative Governing Board, to which she was appointed by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court in 2016, and on the court's Advisory Council of Elders, where she chaired the Elder Abuse and Neglect Committee. Prior to her appointment as President Judge, Judge Woods-Skipper served as the supervising judge of the Criminal Trial Division. During her tenure there, she was instrumental in creating and implementing innovative programs in the Criminal Division that have fostered public safety, reduced Philadelphia's prison population, and increased efficiency in the processing of criminal cases. Judge Woods-Skipper also played an important role in the development of the First Judicial District Mental Health Court, over which she presided until the end of 2018. Most recently, as administrative judge for the Orphans Court, Judge Woods-Skipper has turned her focus to increasing protections for those living under court-appointed guardianships who are among the most vulnerable members of our community. With each of these initiatives, Judge Woods-Skipper has worked to ensure that our laws and the legal system offer solutions to some of the most complex problems confronting our communities and protection for some of our most vulnerable neighbors. Judge Mallios provides some excellent company in this endeavor. He sits on the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas, where he is assigned to the Domestic Relations section of the Family Law Division, presiding over matters involving protection from abuse, child custody, divorce, and criminal law. Judge Mallios has spent his professional life working on behalf of the most vulnerable among us: children, the elderly, and survivors of sexual assault, domestic violence, and human trafficking, serving as an outstanding advocate for those who have found themselves silenced. As a prosecutor in Philadelphia's District Attorney's Office for nearly 16 years, Judge Mallios held a series of progressively responsible positions, culminating in his service as chief of the office's Family Violence and Sexual Assault Unit. He served as the DA office's liaison to the LGBTQ community. From 2000 to 2015, Judge Mallios traveled the country as an attorney advisor for Equitas, the prosecutor's resource on violence against women, training and presenting to lawyers, judges, and others regarding best practices for responding to these complaints. During this time, he was also a frequent presenter for the Judge Advocate General Corps lawyers in all branches of the United States Armed Forces, and also taught judges, lawyers, and trial and law enforcement officers how to improve the criminal justice response to gender-based violence in Liberia and Nepal. His advocacy has made a material difference in countless lives around the world as he has worked to increase justice for vulnerable and marginalized people everywhere. To be an advocate is to take action on behalf of another, to use not just your position, but your perspective to help solve the problems that you encounter. I can think of no better two role models for this approach to advocacy than our speakers today. We are lucky to have them as members of the community. I am honored to count them as friends, and it is my pleasure to introduce them to you now, our newest generation of Temple lawyers. Welcome, Judge Woods-Skipper and Judge Mallios.
Thank you, Dean Mandel, for that really gracious introduction. And congratulations to all of the graduates and on your admission to the bar. You are entering a noble and honorable profession which expects high levels of competency, commitment, and dedication as it relates to your legal responsibilities, but also as to high standards in regards to your moral responsibility. While it has been a very different law school for you, law school has certainly prepared you, and certainly Temple Law School has prepared you to understand the importance of lawyering and pro bono service. I always talk about pro bono service when I'm making these remarks. Your professionalism and understanding of a lawyer's responsibility is paramount to a successful career. Participating in pro bono service will increase your knowledge and bridge the gap between the legal needs of those who can't afford services and the resources available to meet those needs. You have been prepared by Temple with the foundation, and your participation is in this legal process is vital to ensuring an even playing field. Society has conferred upon you the privilege of practicing law. And because of that privilege, you have an obligation to maintain a high standard and ethical standards. Most importantly, you must endeavor to maintain public trust and confidence in our legal system and to uphold the standards of professionalism and integrity of the career choice you have made. So you must embrace the diversity of our profession in terms of race, economic status, sexuality, and ideals. You should work together to unify and further the cause of justice, recognizing that we are a great country built on inclusiveness and opportunity. You have attended the best and the greatest law school that has provided you with the necessary tools to shape your destiny. And you enter a world that is so far different now than the one that you entered when you first went into law school. So don't sit back and settle for comfortable indifference, accepting a path that others have paved for you. Make new and different paths for yourself and others to follow. Own your greatness. Reach for your dreams. Achieve. Find self-discipline, joy, and determination, and know that there is no limit to what you can accomplish. And do the right thing. Be governed by your conscience and your ethical obligations. As Robert F. Kennedy said, every time we turn our heads the other way, when we see the law flouted, when we tolerate what we know to be wrong, when we close our eyes and ears to the corrupt, because we are too busy or too frightened, we fail to speak out. We strike a blow against freedom and decency and justice. So you must endeavor to maintain public trust and confidence in our legal system and uphold the standards of professionalism and integrity. Remember your duty to give back, to be involved, to participate and join Temple Law Alumni Association and stay connected and engaged with Temple, mentor, help someone else less fortunate than yourself. This will provide you with a well-rounded and satisfying career, one that you will be proud of and one that will make your parents and family proud as well. It will leave you a positive view of our profession and show your dedication to your profession and justice. Remember what Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. So I wish each of you the best as you travel down this road called lawyering. Congratulations and welcome to our profession. Thank you. At this time, I'll introduce and turn it over to Judge Mallios to make his remarks. Judge Mallios.
Thank you, Judge. Well, I'm going to add my voice to the chorus of people who are congratulating you. What an amazing accomplishment. You are here today because you're smart, you're talented, and you're gifted. You graduated from high school, college, got into an excellent law school, graduated, and passed what is objectively a pretty difficult exam. I remember taking that exam. I remember sweating, waiting for the results, and then getting those results. And I remember being sworn in to the bar like it was yesterday. And I have just a great appreciation of what you're feeling right now. And it's amazing. And I congratulate you and your families, because so often this is not a singular event, but a family event. Spouses, parents, and children who made sacrifices so you could be here today. All of you deserve congratulations. I want to share with you Judge Mallios's 3 pieces of advice for entering the legal profession. The first one's a little bit heavy. Read the rules of professional conduct. Being sworn into the bar is having a license conferred upon you. You are getting your law license today. And you are presumed to know everything that's in those rules. Read them. There's stuff in there that may not have been part of your professional responsibility class. Read them again a week later. You're going to find more things that maybe you didn't pay attention to, and that that are going to be relevant in your life. And a month later, read them again. You are presumed to know everything that's in there, and I can't tell you how important that this is. And maybe it's because of something that happened to me recently. Last year, I was put in a position of having to refer an attorney to the disciplinary board because of something that happened in my courtroom. And about 2 weeks ago, I got a letter from the disciplinary board saying that they had made a conclusion that that attorney had in fact violated the rules and they were imposing a sanction. It was awful to have to be in that position, but I did what the law requires me to do. And I think that so many of the problems that people get into are based on ignorance of sometimes what's in those rules. Okay, that's the heavy part. Let's go to the fun part. I've said this before. Philadelphia, a lot of people think that Philadelphia is a big city, and it's not. It is very much a small town posing as a big city. And the legal community is a small community within that small town. And many of you are going to specialize in different areas of the law. And there are different bar associations and inns of court and professional organizations that you are going to become a member of. I encourage you to become a member of that. And I'm also going to join the chorus of voices that says, welcome to the Alumni Association, and get active in the Alumni Association. $45 a year down the road, that's the best deal in town. to hang out with judges and have a drink at a happy hour with some judges and professors and a dean and amazing lawyers and amazing practitioners. Take advantage of this. It's good for you. It's good for your professional development, and it's going to be good for business because you're going to make contacts and you're going to network. So get out there and do it. I happen to be also a member of the Temple American Inn of Court, and an amazing organization that just promotes collegiality and camaraderie and professionalism. Professionalism is so important because your reputation in these legal communities that you join is really going to have an impact on you and your career and on your clients and the results that you get for your clients. So that's the second piece of advice. Get involved in the small town and get involved in these small communities because it's good for you and it's good for your career. And the third point I want to leave you with is seek justice. Always seek justice. Justice takes many forms. I was a trial lawyer for many years, and we often think as trial lawyers that seeking justice is going to court and trying a case and winning it. And sure, that can be one type of justice, but just bringing a case to trial is a way of seeking justice. Resolving a case, getting a favorable non-trial disposition that's agreeable to both sides is another way of seeking justice. There's transactional justice when you're advocating for a client. Sometimes just writing a letter to a landlord or a merchant or someone who has aggrieved your client, writing a letter, making a phone call. These are all ways of bringing justice into people's lives. And that means so much to people who have been wronged in all areas of the law, bankruptcy, estates, incompetency. There are so many things you can do that are just going to change people's lives because you're using your skills and your gifts to help these people. I want to just spend a couple minutes telling you about a case that I had that really brought this point home. As the dean said, I spent a lot of my career as a sexual violence prosecutor. And I remember one particularly egregious case that I tried before a jury trial. And the victim, the complaining witness, came in and she testified and she was subjected to cross-examination. But because of sequestration rules, she had to wait outside. And she came into court for the closing arguments. And I gave a really assertive, aggressive closing argument in this case. And at the end of the case, I turned around and she was sitting with an advocate from Women Organized Against Rape, and she was crying. She was just sobbing quietly to herself. And the judge took a recess and I went back and I said, it must have been hard for you to have to hear that over again. I'm sorry, but I appreciate your being here. And she said, Chris, I'm not crying because of that. She said, there have been so many things that have happened to me in my life and some bad choices that I've made. But never, ever before has anyone stood up for me and fought for me the way you just fought for me. That's why I'm crying. I don't even remember what the result of that verdict was, but that victim felt that she got justice that day because someone went to court and advocated for her, advocated on her behalf. I hope and I wish that every one of you has an opportunity to have the kind of impact in people's lives that I had in my career as a prosecutor, as a defense attorney, as a teacher and a trainer. If you do, then you will consider yourself blessed as I do with an amazing, fulfilling career in the law. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be joining Judge Woods-Skipper and me up here on the bench. So congratulations, well done, and go seek justice. I'm sorry, I'm not sure who I'm supposed to turn it over to next.
At this time, I will invite Dean Mandel to make the motion for admissions.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Judge Woods-Skipper, and thank you, Judge Mallios. Those were really lovely remarks, very heartfelt, and I appreciate them, and I know that all of our graduates did as well. May it please the court. It is my honor to present to the court, for the purpose of admission to the bar of the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, the following candidates who have satisfied all requirements for admission as promulgated by this court, including having graduated from an accredited undergraduate college or university, having completed a course of study and received without exception a Juris Doctor or Bachelor of Laws degree from an accredited law school, a pretty wonderful law school, I'll humbly add, who possess the character and integrity expected of members of the Bar of the Commonwealth, who have satisfactorily completed the bar examination administered under the authority of the Board of Law Examiners, and who have been moved for admission by a member in good standing in the Bar of Pennsylvania. TLAA President-elect Vanessa McGrath, would you present the candidates for admission?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dean Mandel. My name is Vanessa McGrath. I'm the president-elect of the Temple Law Alumni Association, a 2011 very proud graduate of Temple Law School, and I will now read the candidates for admission to the bar. So here we go. Malik Bates, Daniel Labalio, Sarah Boutros, Christopher Bugita, Nadija Campbell, Cameron Comer, Catherine Cuff, Wesley Davis, Abigail de Uriarte, David Epen, David Frias, Alex Hamilton, Ani Hatsu, Nikki Hatsu, Chelsea Holenstein, Elise Hauser, Lael Issa, Hari Iyer, Chanel Jones, Mariam Kudari, Yaren Kwan, Alina Lewandowski, Henry Longley, Robert Lowmaster, Aaron McEvitt, Leah Melio, Leanne Parks, Alexandra Robinson, Natalia Ruggiero, Mark Shork, Sydney Sherrills, Krista Stefkovic, Angela Tate Martinez, Stephen Vanyo, Tiffany Young, and Kelly Young. Have I missed anyone's names? If I've missed your name, please speak up. Hearing nothing, I think we can proceed.
Wonderful. Thank you, Vanessa. May it please the court, I move the admission of these candidates to the bar of this court.
Thank you, Dean Mandel. At this time, I will ask that each student at this point raise your right hand, unmute yourself if you're muted, and repeat after me. I, and state your name.
I,
David Frias,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that
I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution
of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the
the
Constitution of this Commonwealth,
that I will discharge the duties of my office
that I will
discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity to the court,
with
fidelity to the court,
as well as to the client,
as
well
as to the client,
client,
and that I will use no falsehood,
and that
and I will use no falsehood
nor delay
nor delay
that cause of any person
that
cause
causes
of
any person
for lucre or malice.
for lucre
or
malice.
Congratulations to our new lawyers. Welcome to our profession. We wish you well.
Thank you so much and congratulations, everyone. Before I go too far, I know that I guess Peach is how she goes by. Alexandria Peachy would like to take some photos. Peach, are you around?
I am, yeah. Hi, everyone. Congratulations. If you would like to be in this group photo, keep your cameras on. If you'd like to opt out, now would be a great time to turn your camera off. I will take 2 screenshots. Looks like we have about 2 screens worth of people. So what I'm going to do is turn my camera off. I'll tell you to smile. I'll take a screenshot. I'll give you a second so I can go to the next screen, and then we'll do it all again. Does that sound good?
Perfect. And then I'll close the program when you're finished. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen. All right. I'm going to stop my video. Everyone prepare your smiles. All right. Here I go for the first screen cap. All right. You can rest your smile for just 1 second as I prepare our next one. All right. And all right, get those smiles ready again. And those cats. Fantastic. All right, thank you so much. That was perfect. You all looked wonderful. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Peach. And thank you to everyone who was able to participate this evening. I have had the honor and the privilege of chairing this event for the last few years. And while this year it looks a little bit different, it is still an absolute joy to be able to participate in this event. And I just love seeing the faces of all of the newly sworn in lawyers, and the excitement in the room is just contagious. And it's contagious on the screen as well. I'd like to thank Judge Woods-Skipper and Judge Mallios for your insightful comments, as well as Dean Mandel. I was actually taking notes because even for those who are not so newly graduated, the advice that all of you shared is something that one can take to heart, and certainly important for all of us to remember, whether we have just graduated or we graduated a little bit a while ago. So thank you very much for all of your important points. Thank you to Alora Canty Kennedy, as always, for making this possible, and for all of your help with Temple and for helping the Alumni Association plan and prepare these events. It has been a pleasure to see on the screen Provost Epps and some of the faculty that I remember when I was a student at Temple, so that was fun. And that is all for this evening. So thank you again. Huge congratulations to all of you, and hope to see you in the future in person. Take care.
Thank you, Karen. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations again.